Picture this, me, a microphone, and a room full of strangers. The air was thick with anticipation and the smell of cheap beer. It was a college bar, and it was Bon Jovi night. The place was packed and the energy was electric. Now, I love Bon Jovi, always have. But singing in public, absolutely terrifying. My palms were sweaty and my knees felt weak. My voice, let's just say showers are my concert halls. I'm a rock star in my bathroom, but outside, not so much. But that night, something came over me. Maybe it was the beer, or maybe it was the courage I found at the bottom of the glass. Maybe it was John's soulful lyrics. Whatever it was, I took a leap of faith. I felt a surge of inspiration, like I was meant to do this. I grabbed that microphone like a lifeline. My heart pounded louder than the drums in Living on a Prayer. I could feel every beat echoing in my chest. The crowd stared. I closed my eyes and belted out the chorus, voice cracking like a teenager going through puberty. It was raw. It was real. When I opened my eyes, the room erupted. Cheers, laughter, applause. It was a symphony of approval. Turns out they loved it, or maybe they loved the train wreck. Either way, it was a hit. Either way, I felt free, exhilarated, like I could conquer the world, one off-key note at a time. It was a rush like no other. That night I learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes the scariest leaps lead to the most amazing experiences. It was a night I would never forget. Life's full of these moments, right? These leap of faith moments. They're like that giant, rickety high dive at the public pool. You know the one you swore you'd never climb, but secretly, deep down, you kind of wanted to. You stand at the edge, knees shaking, heart racing, questioning every life choice that led you to this point. That's fear, folks. It's primal. It's your brain trying to protect you from the unknown. But here's the thing. Excitement, it lives right next door to fear. They're neighbors, those two. And sometimes excitement throws a party, and you've got to decide if you're brave enough to crash it. Taking a leap of faith is a lot like choosing a bathroom stall, isn't it? You stand there, weighing your options, trying to make the best decision with the information you have. You've got your options, the safe choice, the risky choice, and the one nobody in their right mind would even consider. Each one represents a different path, a different outcome. The safe stall, that's the comfortable choice. Predictable. You know what you're getting into. It's clean, it's reliable, and it offers peace of mind, but it might be a little boring. Then there's the risky stall. It might be closer to the door, maybe it's got a better view. It offers a bit of excitement, a bit of thrill. But there's always that chance, that tiny, terrifying chance that it's occupied. The uncertainty can be nerve-wracking. And then there's the third stall, the one with the questionable odor and the mysterious stains. It's the wild card, the unknown. That's the leap of faith that could go very, very wrong. Or who knows, it might just surprise you. But the risk is high, and the outcome is uncertain. Section 4. The Unexpected Plunge. When my leap went hilariously wrong. Speaking of things going wrong, let me tell you about the time I tried to impress my high school crush by joining the school play. I thought it would be a great idea to showcase my hidden talents. I, a self-proclaimed master of physical comedy and slapstick humor, decided to try my hand at Shakespeare. Yes, you heard that right, Shakespeare. Romeo, to be precise. What could go wrong, right? Well, as it turns out, everything, absolutely everything went wrong. My tights ripped during a dramatic monologue, leaving me exposed and utterly embarrassed. I forgot my lines, and in a desperate attempt to save face, blamed it on a faulty script. The audience wasn't buying it. And then in the final scene, I tripped over Juliet's sleeping body and landed face first in the fake poison. It was a disaster. The audience? They roared with laughter, thinking it was all part of the act. My crush? Let's just say she found my performance memorable. She couldn't stop laughing, and neither could I eventually. Section 5. Embracing the unknown, finding freedom in the fall. But here's the thing about falling on your face, metaphorically or literally. You get back up. You dust yourself off, you learn from it, and you move on. Because that's what life is, isn't it? A series of leaps, stumbles, and glorious recoveries. The beauty of a leap of faith isn't about sticking the landing, it's about the free fall. It's about that moment of pure, unadulterated vulnerability, where you're weightless, exposed, and completely open to whatever comes next. That's where the magic happens. Section 6. Conclusion, take the leap, you might surprise yourself. So, my friends, the next time you find yourself at the edge of a metaphorical high dive, take a deep breath and jump. Embrace the fear, chase the excitement, you might belly flop, you might make a splash, you might even discover you can fly. The point is, you'll never know unless you try. And who knows, you might just surprise yourself. You might just discover that the most terrifying leaps lead to the most extraordinary destinations. And that, my friends, is the beauty of a leap of faith.